right, Arcane Season 2. I gotta admit, I was hoping for a lot more from the third act. Overall, as a just overall review, I actually really enjoyed the experience. I kind of only watched the whole season towards the end. So basically, I watched Arc 1 or Act 1, Act 2, and then I waited 2 days to watch Act 3. So my experience with Arcane Season 2 is mostly mashed up together, and I can definitely see how each act ends and how it's structured that way, but Act 3 just feels way too rushed. It felt like they tried to fit one whole season in each act in a way. Act 1 was fine in my opinion. I felt like it wasn't that bad in terms of the speed and pacing. Overall, I really enjoyed it and loved what happened in it. Same with Act 2. I felt like, especially the ending of Act 2, it was incredibly what the heck just happened. You want to know, we're gonna just get right into spoilers, so you want to know why Jace did what he did, what did he experience, why does he look different and everything like that. And then Act 3 happens and it feels like everything just fell apart. The first episode of Act 3 actually with Echo, and I have trouble saying his name, Heimerdinger, something like that. Both of them had a fun story. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Jace's as well, although his was a little bit less substantive and he kind of just fell into a pit and tried to get out the whole time and made his way to the top where he saw a dead version of himself. That was not exactly what I was hoping for his story. It felt like there wasn't much there, to be honest. But at the very end, we get a reveal of him actually talking to I think a future version of Victor, a parallel version of Victor, where I think he said that he went through a lot of timelines to figure out what he got wrong, why is the world the way it is, when he tries his best for his version of evolution. I thought that was actually really interesting, and I love that aspect of that story. But I think what I have the biggest problem with, and again, this is my first initial impressions, I literally just came off of watching it I think a few hours ago. So my first impression after watching it, after finishing the third act, was that it was just way too fast, breakneck speeds. What happened, I'm fine with. The story beats, the story itself, I'm fine with. I think overall there could have been differences that I would have preferred. I think Jinx dying with Vander was kind of, Vander's gone, but the way she died was kind of bleh. I did not think that it was executed well. Maybe the symbolism was good behind it. Vi does her best no matter what to try to hold on to family, to try to save family. She doesn't know that Vander's gone completely, so she still tries. And at the end of the day, Jinx was the one who saved her. And I think that was, in a way, metaphorically and symbolically, cool and nice. But I'm pretty sure I'm using symbolically wrong. But either way, what happened, I can understand how it looks nice on paper, but it didn't feel right. It felt like such a cop-out way for Jinx to go. And I feel like Arcane, one of, if not the most main character, is Jinx and Vi, their story. And to not wrap up their story in a way that feels right, a way that feels earned, as well as solid, there's closure, right? It feels like a cop-out. It feels like it doesn't feel good, basically, to have that ending. And I thought there was just so much there that they could have developed between those two characters over the stories, including in Arc, I keep saying Arc, but Act 2, where, they reunite with Vander. I feel like that story was cut way too short for me to fully get reinvested in their relationship, because again, Arcane is one of the main stories is those two. And I just felt like it didn't give a very satisfying ending for them. And I think one of Arcane's strengths is character development. I just feel like there was so much wasted potential. I definitely feel some a little, not underwhelmed. I think I was overwhelmed most of the time, especially in Act 3, because there's just so much going on. But I think for Arcane, the strength is in their characters, right? And I just explained why for Jinx and for Vi, it didn't feel satisfying. But at the same time, Caitlyn, I just felt like her character was also kind of not done justice in a way. Like the whole arc of her becoming the sort of like the leader, like almost a figurehead for Ambrosia, really. But that whole arc felt kind of like it escalated and went up real fast, and then it just nothing really happened out of it. Like she never really acted like a dictator. She never really acted like she was in charge. It didn't really feel like much came out of it, and I thought that was kind of another wasted potential. Like we could have seen way more from her in terms of her just doing things with it, her new role. Like it felt like nothing changed other than that one scene that was really cool of her being, you know, basically crowned like as their leader in that one scene where the council usually is. So her character again like fell short in that sense. I think what happened in the end was fine, where, you know, they were fighting, like Mel was fighting with Caitlyn against Ambrosia. That was fine. I enjoyed that scene for the most part. I think Mel again was another character that where her story, like there's so much there that I felt like was not substantive enough. There wasn't enough explored there. Like the episodes or the scenes where she was with like captured by the Black Rose, and the scenes with the Black Rose in general, like it felt like there was so much potential there. Like I was curious, especially with the introduction of magic and everything, but like natural magic and mages and everything, but it felt like way too secretive and way too like unexplored to be satisfying in a way. And she just kind of just, you know, got her powers like that instead of like a story with it. It just really felt like she got captured, she got powers, she came back, and then stuff happened afterwards. So again, that felt like her character arc just wasn't quite fleshed out, and it felt disappointing in that sense. Not that I felt that much investment in her character in the first place, to be honest. Like out of all the characters, for me, Mel is not like the most important one, but it still would have been nice to like actually flesh out that story and sort of see more with that. And for me, I enjoy her mom a lot more, like the Ambrosia character. I'm not sure if I'm saying everyone's names correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. But she was. I'm not a League player. I've played League maybe once in my life, like 10 years ago, because my cousin like had me play it. But yeah, her character was incredible. Like I liked her a lot. I thought that she was strong, she was cool, but her motivations felt weird to me. Like I couldn't quite understand fully like what she was up to, where she was going, like what she was trying to do. I understood that she wanted to get these weapons, these hex tech weapons, but it just felt like the way she was doing it, the way she was going about it was so weird. Like at a certain point, they already made hex tech weapons and said like, we're going to use them to try to capture Jinx. But you know, at that point, like you basically got what you wanted. Like people started using them, and from that point, you just need to keep that momentum going and just like make sure you stay on their side, basically. I don't know. I felt like that was a good opportunity to just be like, hey, can you also make me a weapon, or like make other weapons instead of just for Vi and for Caitlyn and for whoever else that got one? Like it seemed like a really good opportunity to basically just be like, yeah, can you make an extra weapon or something like that? I don't know. Like Jace was still there. He was the one who made it. So I don't know. Like her motivation just seemed a little strange at times. It just felt like she was flipping sides all the time. And like, she even went against her own daughter, even though like they're like, you know, at the end, she was happy that she became the wolf and happy that she developed into someone who's stronger. I'm assuming that's what that meant, but I don't know. It just felt weird that she went against her daughter in that way and decided to join up with Victor, even though I'm sure she's smart enough to tell that Victor's goal is to enslave everyone in that sense. So yeah, it's some things about her character to me towards the end mostly, like it kind of fell apart a little bit. I still love her character in general, but I just feel like her character in the plot and in the story was a little confusing at times. And maybe I'm missing some things, but that's sort of what I got from it after watching Act 3 just now. And then finally, Jace and Victor. I feel like those two characters are very, very important. They're like the other main characters of this Arcane story. And overall, like I enjoyed their story throughout. I was always curious and interested. It was like we got the more action family side from Vi and Jinx, and then we got the more like science discovery side from Jace and Victor. And this season, like it felt like all of it was kind of there. Like the story beats were there, except for the fact that Jace tried to kill Victor when he got back. And then at the very end was like, you know, Victor was like, oh, you know, why are you still trying? Like, why are you still like with me? And he's like, oh yeah, we're partners. And I'm like, dude, you just tried to kill him like 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago, and now they're talking in this way. It felt like something was missing from that. It felt like something was definitely off there. I still loved it. I still loved the fact that, you know, they're saying these things, and you know, when you look at their whole story together, I love it. I ate it up. But like when you just stop to think a little bit and you think like the past action that he did was try to kill him, it feels kind of cheaper, you know. It definitely lowers my feelings in that regard, even though I still liked that scene, for sure. And I'm curious to like know what happened with them as well. Like I still, there's so many like questions, and I feel like, you know, because this is the final season, right? I feel like there are way too many questions for this to be like a satisfying, conclusive season for Arcane. So unless they do more with it, like unless they announce like, okay, they're gonna have a spin-off for certain characters, or they're gonna reintroduce certain characters' stories at a certain point, I just feel like this was not a very good like ending overall. Like it didn't feel conclusive, it didn't feel satisfying for the ending of like a series, right? At least that's how I personally feel. But yeah, I'm really hoping they introduce more stories in the future that include like a conclusion to like a real conclusion, or at least like not like a question, right? They ended on a question, a cliffhanger of what happened to like, I think Jinx might still be alive. That's one. And then 2, it's like what happened to Jace and Victor. Like that's a huge one, right? Those are the main characters and we don't know. So that's kind of unfortunate. But overall, like I will say, I still really enjoyed Act 1 and 2. Like I feel like I just enjoyed my time with them overall. And then for Act 3, like I enjoyed the first episode of it a lot. I feel like they definitely could have explored that a lot more. But I'd say definitely the last episode was just way too much happening. And the setup for it, the previous episode, I'm kind of blurring them because I watched them all at the same time. So I think it was 2 and 3 where things got a little too out of hand. Things happened way too fast. It was like, what was going on? I mean, you know what's going on, but it's like, why is all of that happening so fast? And why are we not getting more character moments? Why are we not getting more development? Like people from Zon and people from Piltover are just like, it's just happening way too fast. It's like all of a sudden they're friends, and all of a sudden like things are working out. We don't even get like an extra scene between that, you know, like between the conflict with that. They just sort of all like walk in and come at a certain point. Like it feels like things, yeah, it just felt like things kind of fell apart towards the end in terms of like development. It just felt like they just left it all out. It actually reminds me a little bit of, I think there was a season of Dragon Prince where there was this war happening. I won't spoil it, but I just felt like during that season of Dragon Prince, like the war escalated way too fast, and like the war happened way too fast, and they kind of just needed it to happen for like a season finale. It felt like that basically. But that's primarily just the last 2 episodes. But of course, if this is gonna be like the end of the series, you gotta nail that landing, and unfortunately for me, it didn't. I honestly thought like season 1 of Arcane was like a masterpiece. I loved it so much. But season 2, like I really enjoyed Act 1 and 2, but the fact that they did not stick that landing, it just felt like wasted potential. And those are my feelings on Arcane season 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk about this more with my friends. But that was my first impressions of season 2. I'm sure eventually in the future I'll rewatch this whole series again and sort of get a perspective in that way, where season 1 is a bit more fresh, where like all these scenes, like now that I've watched them for the first time, I can digest them a bit faster. Like sometimes that helps with watching things that have super fast-paced scenes in them. So we'll see. All I'll say is that I still very much enjoy this series, and I still think that it is a true work of art, and that I will definitely be rewatching it in the future. Like it was definitely really good for things in general, right? But for the standard of season 1, it was definitely a step down. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.